Good morning or evening, everyone. Thank you for joining our session, Global Landscape of Payment, Settlement, and Digital Currency for Central Banks. We are happy to meet with you virtually. This session consists of two parts. Please have a look at the slide for their bios. First, Mr. Hirose from NTT DATA will showcase our solution for central banks to deal with the increasing sophistication of the payment and settlement infrastructure. In this part, we are inviting Dr. Inui, an expert at the Japan International Cooperation Agency, JICA, and a consultant at the Asian Development Bank, ADB, to share his experience in working with NTT DATA. Second, Ms. Maria Sione and Ms. Maria Vittoria Trussoni from NTT DATA Italia will introduce their specific activities about central bank digital currency, especially digital euro. As the time is limited, we would like to take questions separately after this session. So, if you have any questions or wish to have further discussions, please contact us at the email address shown at the end of the session. Now, let's begin our session. Over to you, Mr. Hirose.
Good morning and evening, everyone. I am Hirose from NTT DATA. Thank you for joining our session today. We, NTT DATA, have been dealing with payment and settlement systems, and we are committed to the development of financial markets. Today, we would like to showcase our activities of our payment and settlement solution for central banks, followed by sharing our insight regarding CBDC implementation. First of all, let's look back the history of settlement systems. Settlement systems have undergone a series of paradigm shifts. A new function have emerged in accordance with the times. In the near future, the age of digital and global society will come, and settlement and clearing systems will have to deal with more and more increased complexity. For example, a wide variety of interoperability is required with existing systems, new non-bank services, and cross-border links. How can a central bank system deal with the increased complexity? In many countries in the past, they have developed their systems from scratch on their own and integrated the necessary changes depending on the times. And they can continue to operate their own system with a sufficient IT personnel. But what will happen to a central bank system which uses a simple software? At present, they might be able to handle the current complexity. But can a simple software continue to handle the complexity in the future? Today, we are going to showcase v-PaSSer, which can help adapt such central bank system to complexity. v-PaSSer is a payment and settlement solution for central banks, which provides RTGS, ACH, CST, and CTS functions as components. Via v-PaSSer, we offer the new future of payment and settlement. As you can see on this slide, we, NTT DATA, have the capability to cover all the layers of financial IT infrastructures, including participants, payment, clearing, and settlement layer. v-PaSSer covers 24/7 operating ACH and CTS on the clearing layer, and RTGS and CST on the settlement layer. Now, going back to the topic of adaptation to complexity. v-PaSSer can help you to adapt the age of complexity and upgrade to leading central bank system. Next, as you can see, this map shows where we are. NTT DATA has over 130,000 colleagues around the world. With their help, v-PaSSer will contribute to the financial development of the ASEAN region as the first step. Now, let me explain the specific values of v-PaSSer. v-PaSSer has three major values as 3D. The first is the ability to provide an overall design that suits each customer in the design phase. The second is to deliver systems quickly and flexibly. The third is the ability to drive customers' business after the system is installed. In this way, we not only implement the system, but also provide full support after the implementation. Let's look at the details. First, as for the value in the design phase, most central banks want to use the latest technology, but it's difficult to adapt to the existing system without knowledge and experience. As you can see in the v-PaSSer image on the right-hand side, we can adapt the latest technology to the existing system because we have full experience of implementation and operation for payment, clearing, and settlement worldwide as a total IT partner. Also, we can make the best proposal to each customer's needs by customer-first consultation based on the latest discussions, technology, and requirements from a location around the world. Second, as for the value in the system development in the delivery phase, as you can see in the v-PaSSer image, we can do high-speed development by using production technologies such as automatic code generation and testing, and modern development methods such as Agile. In addition, we can deliver flexible services because we have cutting-edge RTGS, ACH, CST, and CTS as components, and they can be combined to meet the country-specific requirements. Also, the combination of v-PaSSer components is expected to have a synergy. For example, by combination of v-PaSSer RTGS and ACH, safe ACH debit cap with central bank money can be realized. And by combination of v-PaSSer RTGS and CST, liquidity supply by government bonds collateral can be realized. Thirdly, as for the value after the system implementation, we will support our customers' maximum utilization of implemented platform through the consulting on the overall workflows by arranging stakeholders. Also, we have local subsidiaries or partners around the world who can provide trusted after-sales support as a business partner near the customer. For example, we can provide quick response to request and inquiry from customer and proactive proposal for system update with foresight in consideration of current system specification, potential customer requirement, and regulation change. By these 3D values of v-PaSSer, we offer the enhancement of payment and settlement system of your country. Today, we are inviting a special guest, Inui-san, an expert in central bank systems. He has an experience to work with NTT DATA before. We are delighted to have you with us today, Inui-san. We would like to ask you two questions. The first question is, in what situations did you feel that NTT DATA was able to provide the best solution for the partner country, considering their unique circumstances and background?
Thank you for your question, Hirose-san. NTT DATA has been supporting a variety of countries for many years. NTT DATA provided central bank financial network system, which include retail payment system. People in developing countries don't have bank accounts. On the other hand, mobile phone is very popular, more than 100% penetration. Therefore, it is important to accept payment instructions from mobile phones. Then you can pay at merchant shops by your mobile phone. You can scan QR code to pay for goods. You can send money from your mobile phone to other mobile phone 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, from anywhere. Safe, reliable, efficient, faster, and ubiquitous payment system by mobile phones, even for unbanked people. As such, NTT DATA has been contributing to not only fostering financial markets, but also promoting financial inclusion. Thank you so much. Thank you. That's all.
Thank you. Very polite answer. Let me go on to the second question. What do you think are the strengths of NTT DATA's RTGS, ACH, and other various functions that can be customized to meet the requirements of the partner country?
Well, NTT DATA has been providing central bank systems, including RTGS, or real-time gross settlement, and the CSD, or central securities depository systems, as well as credit and liquidity management services for more than 30 years without any significant failures at all, processing huge amount of money. Not only essential services, but also some sophisticated and localized services such as SPDC, or simultaneous processing of DBP and collateralization, are provided to meet requirements of individual central banks. The SPDC, which prevents liquidity shortage from happening by enabling purchase and sales of government bonds, even pledged as collateral, which will foster financial markets. As a matter of fact, SPDC worked very well at the global financial crisis in Japan. The NTT DATA systems never stopped, even at the devastating earthquakes, continuing the services nationwide, not only based on the robust IT systems, but also well-prepared business continuity planning and disaster recovery procedures. I believe you can have the system infrastructure which best fit to your country. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Inui-san. Let me move back to my presentation. Next, I'd like to introduce our latest activities for digital currency. There are various discussions about CBDC, and issues differ from country to country. NTT DATA has been promoting various architectures. For distributed ledger technology and blockchain CBDC, we are joining working group in both domestic and overseas, and develop a sample distributed ledger model, identifying worldwide trends and cases. For centralized database CBDC, centralized account management model by utilizing existing database can be also offered. For offline payment CBDC, digital cash, which is implemented as an electronic token and allow peer-to-peer offline payment and to circulate from one person to another. Then, we have a wide range of capabilities in digital currencies that can be used to solve any issue. The purpose of implementing CBDCs and the issues to be solved vary from country to country. Now, I'd like to hand over to NTT DATA Italia, who will talk about digital euro, which is one of the distributed ledger technology and blockchain CBDC case.
Hi, Maria Cione from NTT DATA Italy. We will have the pleasure to show you today our use case of digital euro implementation. NTT DATA has proven and relevant experience combining strategy, delivery, and advisory for the implementation of technology projects. We are able to conduct business workshop sessions, identify, analyze, and evaluate use cases, run risk analysis, and define strategy plans. We have also experience providing legal services, security services, and governance. Then, we have experience delivering technology projects in innovative technologies like blockchain. NTT Data classified 4 macro areas of experience in advisory and delivery services, such as crypto assets, stable coins, and CBDC, NFT and digital assets, corporate reconciliation and private ecosystems, and notarization, track and trace services. So we have the demo for the details of implementation of CBDC, and we have an implementation here in Europe that we wanted to share with you.
Hello, it's Maria Vittoria Trussoni, and we will talk about the project we have developed here in Italy dealing with digital euro. Well, the programmability of money is representing a huge innovation in the financial field, really capable of profoundly revolutionizing money and exchange, even going beyond jurisdiction. It's a transformation capable of carrying out potential significant added value. So in the context of the experimentation with the European Central Bank digital currencies, so-called CBDCs, the Italian Banking Association, ABI, has launched a project aimed at experimenting with use cases that differentiate the central bank digital euro from electronic payments that are already available. So we started from the question, what if the digital euro was already here? And so we started analyzing in which context we're facing today in Europe, digital euro would best fit in terms of usability, efficiency, and effectiveness. So we have identified use cases, in particular dealing with finalized money, and we have developed a wallet application that enables the management of programmable money in the form of Ethereum tokens, whose expense is exclusively addressable in specific contexts, such as the use of government bonuses or peer-to-peer finalization. And I will present the first of these 3 use cases that is called Culture Pass. And I will start by doing a very brief excursus because in Italy and in other countries of Europe, young people can apply for what is called a culture bonus, a contribution that is paid by the state to be spent on cultural activities such as books, cinemas, museums, and so on, in order to support the dissemination of culture among young people. So applicants must meet eligibility criteria and following a registration on a specific app that you can see here on the screen. And electronic shopping vouchers are generated and associated with the purchase of one of the permitted goods and services. Each voucher is individual, nominative, and it can only be spent by the registered beneficiaries. So it can be printed or saved in a PDF or an image on devices and can only be spent on the Italian territory. So what we wanted to do is to digitalize such experience and imagine it via digital euro services. So in the Culture Pass use case, let's imagine that we take on the role of an 18-year-old girl who as such is eligible for the contribution of the culture bonus. So I'm now accessing my wallet application from which I can see my digital euro balance and in particular the credit with the 200 digital euro of the culture bonus. I can see the transaction I received from the state with the bonus. By clicking on it, I can also have more information on the pass and the product categories it can be spent on: books, cinema, concert, and so on. And I choose to spend my bonus at the bookshop around the corner, the closest according to my geolocalization. And by clicking on it, I see that there are some items available I can purchase, meaning these 2 books, meaning that they meet the required characteristics foreseen by the Culture Pass regulation. So I pick one of the 2 books and I scan the QR code of the product in order to pay to the merchant the amount that needs to be taken from the bonus. So in this case, I decide to pay the whole amount of the price, which is 12 euros, with the digital euro coming from the Culture Pass. So at this moment, by clicking on Send, the digital euro transfer is carried out, and these smart contracts that control the spendability of the bonus on the given product at the given merchant is executed. So the bonus has in fact been transformed into digital euro that can be immediately spent in an atomic way and verified by any third party, guaranteeing native auditability. So by looking at my wallet application, now I can see the 12 digital euro transactions that were processed to the merchant. And now over to Japan. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Maria-san and Mabi-san. This is the final message on my presentation. NTT DATA will continue actively for the commitment to the development of the financial market through various solutions such as v-PaSSer, digital euro introduced today. We will be happy to be of your help in many ways. Thank you very much for your time and attention.
Thank you everyone for joining our session. If you have any questions or wish to have further discussions, please contact us at the email address or visit our website shown in the screen.